Happy Friday, everybody. Okay, so today we are going to go do some more test panning. We're going to head down. We did a Fallen Timber Creek already, but what we're going to do today is we're going to go back to Fallen Timber Creek. We're just going to go about 20 miles south, a little closer to the mountains, 20 miles, give or take. The reason we're going to do that is where we were at, you wouldn't be able to set up a high banker just because of the local politics and stuff like that. But you can still test pan there, so if you feel like test panning there, awesome. But if you were looking to set up a high banker, where we're going to go today, you'll be able to set up a high banker. Now, I'm not sure. There's been a lot of flooding there lately. So hopefully today, fingers crossed, when we get down there, there's going to be the water low enough so that we can actually get in there. We'll do some test panning, and then, depending on the amount of gold that we get, we may grab some extra dirt and come back and run it through the cleanup sluice. But for the most part, we're just going to do a little bit of test panning. One thing I did want to say was thank you very much to all of those of you who have subscribed already. We are well over 300 now. We will be having a giveaway at 500. So I'm gonna have to start getting some stuff for the giveaway. Now, some people haven't gotten received their packages from the giveaway that we did before. There's a reason for that. I went to the post office, and for some reason, the big box of different parcels that I had taken down to get delivered was still sitting there. So I have all those parcels back. I'm actually just gonna mail them one at a time so that the post office doesn't get a chance to put the box aside and forget that they need to actually put the stuff in the post. So if you haven't gotten your stuff already, that's okay. You're still gonna get it. We're just waiting. Right now we got to get some more postage stuff, and it's a whole rigmarole. But anyways, we're gonna get that sent out to you. So you should get that within the next few weeks. Excuse me. All right, so everybody's gonna have a great weekend, but you're gonna have an even greater weekend once you watch the rest of this video. And if you haven't already subscribed, hopefully we can get you to do that before the end of the video. So let's hit the road and get on down to Fallen Timber Creek. All right, everybody, we made it down to the river. Well, I call it a river. It's Fallen Timber Creek. We're about 20 miles south of where we were on our last Fallen Timber at Bergen Road. And the reason we are is because that's like a recreational area where it's okay to pan, but it's not okay to high bank. So I wanted to come down to a place where you could actually set up a high banker and run a bunch of dirt. So here we are, one huge gravel pan. The water started to recede, so you can actually see where the high water mark is way up there. So what we're gonna do, we'll take a few different sample pans. We'll take some right here at the water line. We'll take some right here on this gravel in between the grasses, and then we'll take some right over there at the headway. Worst case scenario, we'll take a little walk across the water. There's a gravel bar over there, and we'll take a little bit out of that. All right, so let's get to panning. All right, well, those few pans didn't provide anything to us, so we're gonna try down here at the leading edge and see what happens there. let's hope I don't die. Things I go through for you guys. Alright, so we did a whole lot of test panning along the banks in the gravels where the gold is supposed to be. But just like the last time we were on Fallen Timber Creek, the gold is never where it's supposed to be. So in a last ditch effort, I figured, well, I'll grab one pan up in the heavy grass in a place where I wouldn't generally look. So we'll pan this out together and see what we get. Four pieces. All right, let's see if we can get them now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 little pieces of gold. All right, so I'm gonna have to say that this location is not as good as the last Fallen Timber location we did. Now, it's a little difficult for me to get over there, which is where I got these 4 little pieces of gold, but there is a lot of bank over there. So fella might come back with a high banker and hit that bank. Like I said, I got 1 test pan, I got 4 little pieces of gold. I'm gonna run another test pan over there, see if we can get any gold out of that, and then we're gonna call it quits. If I do get 2 consecutive pans with gold in that bank, then I would say that this is all right. So I'm gonna go pull another test pan now from there, and then we'll let you know. All right, guys, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it all that well, but I will put on the map right here where we found the gold on this bend. It's on the outside bend, which is opposite of where it should be. It's in the bank, buried under very heavy vegetation. I dug down to the gravel and it was in there. So that's kind of where it should be. But usually it's on the inside bend. But either way, I'll show you on the map just exactly where that is. Now if you look over there, you'll see a rather large gravel deposit. And once the water goes down, it'd be good to get in there and check it out. But I think we did all right. You know, we got a few pans with some gold in them for today. Not as good as at Bergen, but you can't run a high banker at Bergen. So as far as a high banker, I would definitely, if I was going to come back, I'd set up over on that side. And after a day of running, you probably have some pretty good gold. So I'll just see if I can't super quick pan this out and see if I can't show you real quick. The sun's going down, so it's not going to be super easy to see. I got one really nice piece of gold. Right there. So good to see again. Anyways, so that's what we're gonna call her quits. We'll go back to the house and close out the video and get her finished. All right, guys. So we're just packing up here, getting ready to go, as always happens. And I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna take a random pan out of the water. So I did, right here. I just put my pan in, scooped up some crap, and panned her down. And this is what we ended up with. All that gold. That is all frickin' gold. Right there, 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 there. There, 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 there. So I'm gonna do about 3 or 4 more pans right here. If I get gold like that, I am officially changing my statement about this Fallen Timber Creek location. So I'm gonna snuff this up with a snuffer bottle, do a couple more pans right here, and see what we get. Alright guys, so yes, we did indeed get a few more pieces of gold here. We got one there, one there, one there. So 3 right there. Alright, so we got some gold over there in the bank. Not crazy gold, but a little bit. We got from 3 pans right here, we probably got about 2 dozen pieces of gold. And I'm sure if I continued this, you know, up this sandbar a little bit, we'd probably end up finding pans with a little bit of gold in it. So all in all, initially after the first few pans that we did all on dry land, we saw a little bit of gold in the bank, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's not too bad. After doing a little bit grabbing from inside the creek, I'm actually quite impressed with this location, just as good as the last Fallen Timber location. So I will post a map of it again right here, and come on down, set up your high banker, run some dirt. I'm sure you won't be disappointed. So yeah, let's head back to the house and we'll finish up the video. All right, let's see what's in the bottle from our little trip there. There it is, gold, gold, and gold. So that's quite nice gold. All right, pretty excited about that trip, guys. That is the Fallen Timber Creek, and it's about 20 miles before the Bergen where we were last time. So what I'll do, I'll put a map up at some point throughout this video if I haven't already, and you'll be able to see just exactly where it is. Give it a try. I mean, like I said, don't look for the gold in the normal places you would, like the gravels and stuff like that. That far back, that was okay. That was okay. There was a little bit of gold in there again, but that's where you would expect to find it. I actually found the majority of this gold just by sticking my pan in the water, grabbing some dirt out and panning it out. And I did fairly well. So yeah, it's an interesting place. When the water drops, you're gonna get all kinds of gold right there on the shore. It'll be a good place. You can go high banking there because it's not in a park, which is the big issue we had with the Bergen Road place. It was a park, so all you could do is pan there. So I was like, well, the gold's too good here to not try and find somewhere on here where we're gonna be able to go ahead and run the high banker. So we found that place. You can drive right down onto the beach. Nice little place, nice and secluded. It is in bear country though, so be careful. Take all the precautions you can there. And remember, fill in your holes when you're done high banking, if that's what you're gonna do. If you're just going to pan, I did all right. You know, I mean, there's not much weight to it. There's some small flakes and powder gold. That's all you're gonna get out of this area anyways. But I hope you enjoyed that. If you did enjoy that, feel free to subscribe, turn on your notifications, smash that like button. It's how you show support. It doesn't cost anything. I really want to take this time to thank you guys for watching and subscribing, those that have already done it. Thank you to my Patreons. I really appreciate that. The links to the Patreons in the description. You know, we've ordered a lot of pay dirts for the winter season coming up, and we're going to be taking care of that. So we hit 330 subscribers this week. Crazy awesome. Really appreciate it. Once we hit 500, we're going to be doing a giveaway. We'll give away probably a pay dirt and some t-shirts and stuff. Our next video on Sunday is going to be the Clearwater River, I believe. If I haven't already put out a Clearwater River video, that will be the Sunday video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. And if I don't see you around, I'll see you square.